Hi.
Hi there.
Welcome to the 7 o'clock showing of the Cult Show, which is also the only showing.
The only showing.
Yeah.
1 hour earlier, but we are fresher. We are, what?
Yeah.
Not as spoiled and smelly.
Not as rotten.
Nope. All
Yeah.
the good things, and we just started an hour early.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What are we doing tonight?
Tonight we are talking about In the Mouth of Madness.
That's right. It's a good thing I
John
watched
Carpenter.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The JC?
The JC, the only one.
The only one indeed.
Yeah.
And then we're playing a game after, yeah?
Oh my God, we're playing a fan favorite game.
That's
a fan favorite and Cult Show favorite game. The we don't really have a name for it. It's the one where people draw.
The drawing game.
The drawing game.
The drawing game. There you go.
Excellent.
Back to the drawing
drawing
board.
of the three.
Stephen King.
That's great.
That's great.
I knew that.
I know. So
Anyway.
now we're going to need a new bumper, Neil.
I'll get right on that before the show's over. Piece of cake. All right.
Tommy loves to draw, who's in the chat, and Tommy is a very, very talented artist.
Yeah, they've sent us some pictures.
Thank you, Tommy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Speaking of chat,
Or you can send us anything, including money. We'll take it.
Furbies.
are you allowed
Whatever.
to send money in the mail? Can you do that? Send cash in the mail?
My grandma used to.
Well, you
Yeah, that's what grandmas do. Put it on a card. Pretend you're a grandma. It's fine.
pretend I'm a grandma.
Just right on the front. There's cash in here, and I'm 85 years old. I don't know any better.
Sorry. Love Nana. Yeah.
That'll go great.
So, in the studio audience,
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's full
we've
house.
got producer Scott.
Hello.
Notice how I didn't say running things? Mm-hmm. That's because we've got assistant producer Haley the Baker
Ooh.
running things today.
Hey.
Moving on up in the world.
Yay.
We're training people.
I know.
We're starting like
I
a
know.
franchise. Oh my God, it's an
There you go.
MLM. And then you graduate to the next thing, and then eventually you get to be the host, and then eventually you get your own show.
There you
and
go.
it only costs you
Yes.
$5,000.
That's all it costs.
$5,000. Yes, you two can join our intern program.
Yep.
The pyramid screen.
And that's
Pyramid
5,000. That's
scream!
5,000 each, by the way, not one
Right.
shot. So
Yeah, for each of us.
yes,
Here.
correct.
Yeah.
So culture.com to find out all about our pyramid endeavors.
/ shop.
Or you can just pick a movie for.
For 75, we'll call it good.
Also in the studio, we've got Vanilla Ken joining us,
Vanilla's in the house.
and we've got a birthday boy.
It's a birthday.
Hey,
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. But Reverend Michael B, happy
Happy birthday, Michael! Yay!
You know, happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish you a
Said he's
happy
gonna sue
birthday.
us.
Na, 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 na.
Woo!
There you go.
All right.
I thought we liked Chevys. We've had business meetings in Chevys.
We have. We like Chevy. Chevy's is great.
Chevys is great.
Yeah.
Sponsor us.
We just don't like the birthday flan.
No, skip the flan. What the hell is flan?
No.
Oh, it's supposed to be good.
Flan is fucking awesome. What are you talking about?
Flan. Oh, producers.
Agree to disagree, producer Scott.
Anyway. So, hey, everyone, have a darn good Happy Friday.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael.
Do you want me to do chat?
Oh, there are people in the chat.
Oh, we didn't do that yet?
No, that
Never
was-
mind.
that
I
was
thought we were done.
I'll go quickly though.
No, do your thing.
Pod people of the future, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pods.
We have Miss Movie Buff Laura, Mindy Horror Movie Addict, Mark Vision's Truth, and Tommy Levette.
Hello, friends.
And if
Cheers,
I have
friends.
Thank you for
missed
being
anyone
here.
else, speak up.
This time.
Are we
What?
back? Yeah.
Oh, we're back?
And we also, you know who we haven't said thank you to in a while?
Who?
The turkey lurkeys.
Oh, the turkey
The
lurkey.
Turkey
turkey
lurkeys.
lurkeys who don't like to participate, which is totally fine. This is not required to pass the course. Like, you don't have to participate.
We actually have a lot of circular keys today.
But we
Yeah, I love
appreciate
turkey
you. We
lurkeys.
appreciate you.
I
We do.
turkey lurk on other people's channels, so we love you, Turks.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
Thanks for lurking.
Cheers. All right.
Caress our like button.
Yeah, do that. Would it kill you to subscribe, sons of bitches?
Gee, yeah, you guys act like pushing that button is gonna like
What, like
cause
Launch
nuclear
nuclear
bombs.
war.
Yeah,
not the
Or, I mean-
codes? Yeah. not the codes.
You're not like Mar-a-Lago here with all these codes. I mean, it's just,
I sent you guys the meme, if you guys haven't seen it, where it's like Mar-a-Lago and there's a spirit coming soon.
Spirit Halloween. Yeah.
God, I love any meme like that where you put the spirit. Because if you know, you know.
Yeah.
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 Isn't there one with like Bernie Sanders sitting outside?
Yep,
too?
there's a million with spirit.
Yeah.
I love the spirit
We
memes.
love the spirit memes.
And I love
Absolutely.
Spirit Halloween. I love the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we all do. And
We do.
I just want that film to be cute that's coming out. I just want it to be cute. I want to have a good time.
I'm gonna.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen Christopher Lloyd recently. He looks like the mascot for Spirit Halloween. But
Yeah, well, the last movie I saw him in was a
That's
few
a
years
Neill
ago.
opinion only.
Yeah, I think he looks perfect. Yeah. So we want to talk about things.
yeah, what have you been doing?
There's only one thing that matters, and that is that the family here, the gang took a little trip, and we saw Alanis Morissette and Garbage in San Francisco, and it was fucking awesome. It was, as I would describe it, a spiritual experience.
Yes.
I thought it was so fantastic, and both of them were amazing, but I Love Alanis. That was my first CD I ever bought.
Oh wow.
Producer Scott's first CD he ever bought too. So it was a very
Dang.
full circle moment, and she's glorious, and Garbage, of course,
Yeah.
fucking fire. That's all that matters.
It
That's
was
all
like
that
such a
matters that
fun
I
show.
did.
I had such a good time.
Me too. We had so much fun. And we had, oh my God, you
Yeah,
should tell me we had the
the
tacos.
tacos.
We had our first Trejo's tacos, and we all love Danny Trejo.
Yep, we do.
Yeah, and they were so good. He even had a vegetarian one for me. Danny made a vegetarian taco for me.
Yep. He was in their back. He
Yeah.
said,
He said, "Oh, Sandra's
"You
here for
got
the
it,
coach show?"
Sandra."
Yeah.
Sorry, that was horrible, but
You know what that sounded like?
Sounded good to me.
It sounded pretty good. It also sounded a little Marlin, a little like could have been the contender. Yeah.
well, here's the thing. I didn't want to do the accent because I didn't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
that
yeah,
to
exactly.
be so.
Not a good
You
look.
know, I went for the rasp, not the.
You nailed the rasp.
There you go.
Raspberry.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
We had a great
that
time.
was so. Yeah, so much. Such a
It
good
was so
time.
cool just to see something that like for 25 plus years that you've been listening to and hearing, and then you get to see the person live in front of you. And
Yeah.
And they're still great. They still sound amazing. You know, that's
The crowd
thing.
was really cool.
Yeah,
Everybody
fun
was just like
crowd.
hella cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was cool. It was fun. I agree.
Charming show.
Charming.
What about you guys?
Okay. I am reading a book called Red Shirts by John Scalzi. If you get the reference, yes, it is about that. It is great. Love it. Just tearing through it. Just reading whenever I can. Never
Yeah.
leaves my hand. It's in my back pocket right now.
You're anxious to leave
I'll be.
this
If you see me down
recording.
like this, it's because
Yeah.
I'm reading a quick chapter.
Yeah, I
So.
can't blame you there. Yeah.
Watched Prey on Hulu.
Oh.
The biggest premiere of anything
Yeah.
ever on Hulu.
I thought it was pretty damn good. I really liked it.
I'm really hopeful to watch it this weekend because this is one of my most anticipated.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to get on it before like too much
Spoilers.
shit
Yeah.
was out there. So
Why do you think they didn't go theatrical with it?
that's the one thing that kind of pisses me off about it because I think it would have been even better sitting in a large auditorium with kick-ass sound and having people react to everything. And
I've heard nothing but good
it's
things.
great. It's great.
Do you guys think, and I'm going to be controversial, I'm going to throw it out there,
Okay.
that it was because it was starring a woman and she's not white and she's not known, that they were like, let's not take a risk? I've heard
it's
rumblings.
possible,
I've heard rumblings,
but-
and I don't know.
The good news is we know a few people who might be able to show it in a really big room with a large screen.
No,
So
I can't
if you
think of
want
anyone.
to see it on a big screen, I'm sure you can find somebody who can do that for you.
I don't know who those people would be
I don't
because
either.
Fox probably wouldn't let us do that or anyone do that.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm really happy that if that's the reason why people were nervous to put it on the big screen, that it had such a great debut.
Yeah, I would also just like to, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think a thing now is just that they are making movies specifically to play on those streaming channels now, and unfortunately, you know, that sucks for Neill and I because this is our business, but I think it would have done well because I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that-
these guys, the Disneys, whoever, are still going to always throw a few out there like that.
Yeah.
You know, that Maybe they really thought it wasn't going to do that well, so they put it there. I don't know, but
No.
who knows these days?
I know.
Well,
I
go watch it. You heard it here, not first.
go rent a theater from your local movie theater and then play the film in it, like
There you
Scott
go.
was suggesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Because your theaters will pay the film rental like they're supposed to. I'm
They
sure.
absolutely will.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, okay. Well,
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's all I got.
All
okay.
that matters.
So, real quick, American Horror Stories. I'm still going through, which is awesome. You need to get into that. You
Yep.
need to get into that.
Yeah, I'm just late, but I
Right.
always love it.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's great. More importantly, can I share something with you guys that happened to me a couple days ago?
Please, this is a safe space.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So, there's going to be some foul language in the upcoming story that we're going to discuss.
Do you promise?
I have to promise. Because, parents, please, cover your kids' ears if you must or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Michael, earmuffs.
yeah, seriously. Okay, a couple days ago, I went out to lunch with a friend downtown Santa Rosa. We were starting to walk back. We were on 4th Street in downtown Santa Rosa, and a woman kind of approached us and basically looked at my friend, who happens to be a female, and went, "You're going to heaven." And then she looked at me and said, "You're going to hell." And I went, and we were both like, "Okay." And she's like, "No, you're going to heaven, and you're going to hell." And I was like, "I know, I agree with you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, motherfucker, you're going to hell." And I was just like, "Okay, I get it, lady," as we're walking, right?
Like, it's
And
fine.
So we're trying to walk, and she's kind of like behind us now. And she's like, "No, that's right, you can say all you want. She's going to heaven, you're going to hell. You and your big nose, motherfucker, you're going to hell. Fuck you!" Like, screaming at me. So, anyway, so I'm walking away going like, "Damn, she nailed me. And she doesn't know who I am. Doesn't know who I am." And she got me like, boom. Like, I just got a psychic reading for free. I don't know what it is.
The hell part, that's fine. The hell part, we're counting on. We're
Right.
counting on going to hell. Most of us here are on this show. Do you have to bring looks into it?
She did, apparently. So, I don't know. She could just see the future. I'm like, I don't know what it was.
Maybe.
But the whole day, I'm like after we're sitting at my desk, I'm like, God, that lady she just got me by looking at you walking down the street. I'm just like, man, she's like a
Well, and I
sage
wasn't-
or something.
Was your friends knows what gets her into heaven? Like,
I mean, it could be. She's a very cute girl.
I think we need to see
know?
a chart of like
Noses. and what they-
noses,
yeah.
correlation to where you go
To where
when you
you
die.
explain your afterlife.
Yeah.
Is there a nose chart like that?
Well, you know what you have to do now? You have to pass it on, and you must scream it and determine where they're going.
Anyway,
I'm sorry, Neil. That
No, it's okay.
No, they shouldn't have said that.
I
about
wanted
your
to text
nose.
you guys so bad right after that.
You know what you should have done is brought out your phone and phoned her.
I know.
It was like, I don't
Yeah.
know, because you don't know if she's gonna get violent. So we're, because it was getting pretty heated.
Yeah.
The way she was screaming as we got further away, she was screaming louder.
Yeah.
I mean, literally by the end, she's like "F you," like top of her lungs. So people were like, "Whoa, what's going on?"
Like, what did they
So-
do to that
Yeah.
woman? No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
They probably figured, like, yeah. Wow, you should have filmed it, man. You
I
should
would.
have. I would love it if you
Anyway.
got a text and you're like, I got into a fight. With who? Some lady on the street.
Probably kicked my butt. Her beard was
You'd
thicker
be
than
shoving
mine,
your
so-
friend in front of you like, meat shield, meat shield. Defend my honor.
Anyway, so I'm waiting to see if there's a hex upon my my house.
Up on your house, yeah.
Yeah. If
I don't see
anything
anything.
happened, am I okay? Am I clear?
No, I don't see anything.
That was the funnest thing that happened to me this week.
Yeah.
Portugal. I want to say hi to Portugal still because
yeah.
Portugal has been keeping our podcast up in the rankings.
Oh, thank
So
you.
thank you, Portugal.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys are awesome.
wanna
We do a
go.
live show in Portugal.
I'm for it.
Yeah.
Let's
Our next
go.
vlog.
Do it.
Yeah. Oh my God, surprise vlog, Portugal. That'd be
Portugal vlog.
amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Have we talked about Michelle Nichols yet?
No.
That wasn't right.
Because she passed away like the day, like, no, it was.
It was after our last show,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah, it was after our last
Yes.
show. Yeah. So sad.
Yeah. Just wanted to bring her up real quick. And
She was a rad, classy woman, and it's a bummer.
yeah.
It
Very
is.
nice woman.
Yeah, very nice. Michael's met her.
Michael's,
Yeah.
yeah.
But, she had a good full life, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Olivia Newton-John as well passed away, which I've been telling these guys has been hitting
Too
me.
young.
For sure too young. Yeah,
Yeah.
no question. So,
Yeah.
but there's this, one of those people, you just grow up and they're always there. Like always, doing movies, music, everything. So,
Yeah.
Right.
sucks to get old.
Yeah.
That's gonna be me when Fred Durst dies. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's true. He was always there for you. So
Fred was always there. Fred was always there.
And then, let's see. Wait a minute. Do you guys smell something? I'm pretty sure.
it's a little.
Wait, what the funk?
Oh my god. What is happening?
It's what the funk?
Wow.
Feel free to dance.
I know, right?
I
feeling
want to
that
make
groove.
sure everybody's hearing the music and it's not just in my head.
I just want to go.
So our newest segment entitled "What the Funk."
This is a surprise segment.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I told other folks you weren't.
Fuck you! Just didn't tell
It's
me.
more importantly that you're surprised.
And I was surprised because I wasn't expecting you to bring in the noise and bring in the funk today.
So, what the funk? We're going to talk about a few news stories that are just totally out there, totally bizarre.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
Hit
All
us.
right. Number one. Did you guys hear that scientists have found that pigs can breathe through their buttholes? Apparently, by shooting oxygen and oxygenated liquids through the butthole of the pig and into their intestines, the pigs stayed alive while not taking any oxygen in through their lungs.
Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that to the pigs?
I'm like, okay, so I guess you guys have cured cancer?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry you're all so
Yeah. There's
bored
nothing else important out
that
there.
you need to like torture pigs.
Oxygen enema to a pig.
Yeah, that's fucking okay.
Well,
That's upsetting on many levels.
So not only are they saying, but they're saying that could also work for humans.
Why
Like
though?
Because people who might have respiratory issues possibly or problems with breathing the normal way possibly could be kept alive through an insert through the beehole.
This is how Naked Lunch starts, people.
That's right.
I mean,
Just saying.
I guess it's okay to feel complicated about things sometimes.
It's all right. It's all right. That's why we say, what the funk? Did you guys hear that Fancy Feast is opening a restaurant that serves human food inspired to show cat owners how their cats experience eating?
Okay, hold on. Say that again.
Fancy Feast, right?
The cat-
the cat food brand,
Sure.
is going to open a restaurant for humans that serves human food, but the food is inspired by
Fancy feast.
Fancy Feast.
But it's not the
It-
pate.
So it's
No,
like
but it could
chicken
be-
and liver, or
They
Yeah.
didn't say exactly what kind of food it's going to be because I was trying to figure out as
Okay.
well. But it's basically it's for humans, but
So-
it's inspired so you know what your cat, is experiencing while they eat cat food.
I feel like there's something missing here because people already know what it feels like to go to a restaurant. Most of us.
But not what it feels like to eat like your cat.
So you don't use utensils. It's medieval times.
I don't
They're
know.
opening a medieval
You
times.
might use your fingers. You might have to. Yeah, who knows?
Well, I'm
It might
pro
only
cat.
be pates.
I'm so pro cat that I want to go. Can
Yeah.
I bring my cat?
I don't know.
Or well, maybe they'll have cats there, like a cat cafe.
Maybe. Yeah.
That'd be so adorable. And they should give money to charity.
They should do that. We know some certain charities that would be worthy.
Yeah, give money to cats.
What the funk, Fancy Feast?
With more details
I know.
needed.
pretty soon Meow Mix is going to be making like shaped food.
Yeah, but Meow Mix has got to get in on this. Where's Purina in this?
They're all gonna start doing it.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally, did you guys hear that the Earth just mysteriously, if I could talk correctly, spun slower, causing the shortest day ever recorded? So on June 29th,
I
they
did hear this.
Did you? They
Yeah.
clocked in at 1.59 milliseconds shorter than 24 hours.
Well, that's kind of disturbing, yeah.
That's right, and they don't know why. They don't know why it happened, but it is the fastest time recorded, fastest day basically
Day.
recorded
Yeah.
since the atomic clock was invented in the 60s.
This is probably a bad thing.
So
Probably
yeah.
bad. I don't know.
I
This
mean,
feels like
there
it
you
has
go.
repercussions.
they could.
So y'all remember our meeting spot when the Armageddon
You know what
happened?
happens?
If
Yeah.
you know,
Alright.
you know. The real ones know.
Okay, so that's yeah, they don't know why, but they're just like, it could be because sometimes the Earth isn't a perfect sphere. It's got little, wobble or
Little bumps and grooves.
things. Yeah, so maybe something speeds up, slows down. The gravitational pull with the moon, they don't know.
What
It was the
Superman
first
involved.
experiment of using the rotation of the Earth as a power source. I'm here first to say it.
Okay,
Buy that.
All right.
I buy it. Producer Scott.
That's good.
Okay. That's it, guys. That is a little
that's all the
segment
funk.
called What the Funk.
It's all the funk that you get.
And I'm going to do this all night long.
It's all the funk you get, and you don't get upset.
Thank you. And then finally, a new subscriber alert.
You drew a picture. You drew a little dog and a little cat. They're going to the Fancy Feast restaurant.
They're going together.
New subscriber alert. JP Jenkins and George Ledoux.
Thank you, guys.
Maybe that's why
guys.
people don't want to subscribe. They don't want us to read their names.
You think that's what it is?
They're like, oh no, they're going to read my name and they're going to say it weird.
If we stop, we'd have like 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Give it a
I
shot.
mean, it's easy to test,
Yeah.
See what happens.
and yet we are creatures of habit, so probably not.
We at the Cult Show promise if you subscribe to us in the next 2 weeks, we will not say your name on the next episode.
Uh-oh.
So get your subscription in now. This is your safe time. This is your safe
I like
space.
saying their name, so
Now it's out there, though.
No. How about a movie review?
let's do it.
Let's do it.
Hi.
Does someone want to pour Neill a new beverage? Okay, welcome back. We're going to talk
Thank you.
about 1994's In the Mouth of Madness. Oh, Scott unplugged something.
No, we're good.
Now we're good.
Okay, it's fine. In the Mouth of Madness, 1994 John Carpenter film. Supernatural horror film. Written by Michael DeLuca. It stars Sam Neill from Jurassic
The
Park.
Sam Neill.
Julie Carmen, Jurgen Prochnow, David Warner, rest in peace,
Yeah.
and Charlton Goddamn Heston. Neill
Damn you!
stars
Neill.
as John Trent, an insurance investigator who visits a small town while looking into the disappearance of a successful author of horror novels, and begins to question his sanity as the lines between reality and fiction seem to blur. Wikipedia would also like you to know, though a lot of us do know this, but maybe you don't. This is considered part of John Carpenter's Apocalypse trilogy, which also includes The Thing and Prince of Darkness.
Yes.
So there you have it.
Thank you, Wikipedia.
You're welcome. Give me $1 for
know.
looking at this. No, dude.
Crossing that out, because I found that note too.
If you do use Wikipedia, give them money.
No.
We picked this film because
David Warner passed away.
David Warner, yes.
And we've talked about him in a few other things.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
My beloved waxwork.
Right.
Beloved Waxwork, The
The
Omen.
Omen.
My unbeloved.
That's a killer scene, though.
Yeah.
It's a great scene.
And
It's a great
literally. And
Okay, let it.
Neil's favorite film, Titanic. He was in that.
I blacked that out. Like,
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's literally like a 3.5 hour black spot in my mind.
It just in your mind is just redacted. Redacted.
That's why you're going to hell, Neil.
Yeah. So that's why.
You defy James Cameron, you're going to hell.
How dare you? No blue people for you.
That just means James Cameron controls
Yeah, it means
hell
he's
or
God.
heaven.
He doesn't want you because you didn't see his movie.
Yeah.
He's like the Saint Peter. Anyway, so we were like, let's do this because we haven't done this movie and it's been a while.
Yeah.
So I hadn't seen this since I rented it from my local video store when I was a child.
Oh.
So I was kind of like, I remembered, oh, it's about books, which is cool. I love books. I freaking love books. And, I remember there was like things I didn't understand at the time, now having more of a, education in H.P. Lovecraft and Eldritch horror, so it's kind of come full circle. So watching it last night, I was like, God damn, I really like this movie.
Oh.
I do. I really like it. And producer Scott was like, this movie's awesome. And I think Haley liked it First timer, yeah. I think if you're a book person, and especially if you're into kind of that cosmic horror, it might kind of speak to you, because we don't have a lot of movies that kind of deal with the cosmic horror side of stuff. Sam Neill's an interesting dude, but
When you say cosmic horror, what would that?
Like the H.P. Lovecraftian eldritch horror,
Okay.
gods of, from lost
Other
under
worlds
the
and-
earth and
yeah.
in time and space. Pennywise is, he's kind of an eldritch dude.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Cthulhu, very famous from H.P. Lovecraft.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think there's, a bit of cheesiness with this film, and, a little bit of that 90s, but it's also kind of hard because we saw a lot of the movies that I grew up renting, and they'd been out for a while by the time I watched them, but for me, they were still old.
Okay.
And so there's kind of like, it has a little of that 90s horror movie nostalgia on it for me. Yeah. I take it you guys did not like it from the silence.
No,
hear it.
I absolutely loved it. I thought it. No, to quote
Zardog you.
to quote you when we reviewed Dragon Slayer, it was
Yeah.
like I felt like it was a great idea.
Yes.
I felt like it would get right up to the line, and then it would just stop and move on to something else, and it just never gave me that, that thing, whatever that thing was. I'm not a filmmaker, so I don't know what that thing is, but
You're a film watcher, so your point is valid.
so I thought it was all right, but definitely not great. I definitely did not love it.
I really like it. What about you?
Yeah, I had the same opinion, honestly, this time that I did the first time I watched it, which was back in 90, whatever it was.
4.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
So, which is just, I just feel that it, like a lot of Carpenter films,
Neill hates John Carpenter. I'll say it every fucking time.
I feel like he just, God, it's almost like someone puts like a 2x4 in the road in front of him and like secures it down, and then every time he walks or runs, he hits it, and then he stumbles, and he just can't get back up.
I can't follow your metaphor.
I was like wondering,
Yeah.
where the fuck are you going with this?
I don't know. I'm going to hell. I can't help it. So it doesn't get there. It just, for something about it to me, just doesn't get to that level that I want. There's things in it. You're like, okay, this is great. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then it just like.
Yeah.
and it just,
No, and that's the thing. Like, I love the whole
Wow.
sort of not comparison to Stephen King,
Yes,
Sutter
yes.
Kane, and the what's the town called? Hobbs
Hobbs.
End,
Hobbs
Hobbs
Knob
Bluff,
or-
Hobbs.
It's called
something,
Hobbs Knob.
And I felt like that was like a
Hobbs End.
Castle
Hobbs
Rock,
Yeah. Yes.
type of thing.
Yeah, Derry,
and
Castle
I just
Rock,
wanted
yeah.
I just wanted more. Something I didn't get.
Wow.
And this was a first-time viewing for me as well. I'd never seen this movie before.
Oh, okay.
Just heard about it, seen the poster,
and
but never watched.
Interesting.
like all the Lovecraftian elements of the film, right? Like I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It's an homage
and
in the title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I'm like, I'm soaking all that in, and it's great, and some of the practical effects, that they're going along with that
Oh, very practical.
are great. But then it's like there's not enough of it, and then it's like, it's like a lot of like the quick cuts. Yeah,
Neill hates quick cuts. That's true, though.
I'm saying if your stuff is good enough, like in the thing, right?
Okay.
Then like show it.
Yeah, you don't
right?
have to cut away.
You don't have to keep cutting. But in the 90s is what they were doing, right? They were cutting. They were being quick and flashy and. Sam
But I mean,
Neill
it was
wearing
like
an oversized
K and
jacket.
B doing the practical effects, though.
They
It's
were,
like,
yeah.
like show it. Let's see it.
Yeah, but a little bit of this whole book, and the whole story is the horror you don't see, right? So it kind of
guess.
fits.
I know,
Yeah.
well, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of fits.
Okay. Well, take us through, Sandra. Take us through.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Let's
I'm
go.
sad.
Zardog's us.
I didn't
I might
hate
tell
it.
ya.
That's
I'm
yeah.
glad you didn't hate it. 'cause
Yeah.
That'd be kind of sad.
Yeah.
And Dragon Slayer, that's the one I didn't love because they made the dragon the bad guy, right? and she was just defending her nest.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that was. You know
And
what?
they killed their babies.
I want to go back. I want to go back to that because actually Kelly,
Yeah.
and I had a big conversation about that not that long ago because she's like, "Have you ever seen Dragon Slayer?" And I'm like, "Hi, we reviewed it on the Cold Show," and she was like, "Okay." What the fuck, though? They went into her house. I'm like, they're fucking colonizers. They went into her house, her land, and took... Yeah. I'm sorry. We need to... I didn't get mad enough about that. So,
Damn,
She
now,
liked you
now I
again.
regret bringing it up.
yeah. It was just funny because,
Literally
like...
just unbanned that word. Literally just unbanned it last week.
Yeah.
I
So...
didn't know that was a banned one. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
the other one was.
It's been. So... Please, I hope you liked the opening music. I loved the opening and ending.
Oh, you mean the Enter the
music.
Sandman ripoff?
Yes. That was an Enter Sandman ripoff.
Oh, that was totally an Enter the Sandman ripoff.
No, fuck the
Which
Sandman.
I
We don't-
had read,
he-
which
She doesn't even know the Sandman.
I had read they he had wanted Enter Sandman as the opening song.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but Lars said no.
Oh, what is it? Metallica said, no, give me more money.
Really?
What a shock.
I would have thought that John Carpenter would have been like, I'm writing this myself.
Well, he did, right?
And he
I
did.
know, but
Yeah,
I'm saying- I thought for the-
he is a co-writer of that song, but it
Yeah.
is a, I don't know if you want to call it an homage or ripoff.
Probably,
you
yeah, I
know.
mean, it's not like enough to be like a Vanilla Ice Under Pressure thing. Yeah.
Well, that was just a straight sample of
Yeah.
Yeah.
the original source material. But as soon as
Wait,
I heard
what?
You said what now? Yeah.
it, no, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, oh my god, that's just Enter Sandman without the lyrics.
Wait, while the DJ revolves it? Bad ice?
Bad
Anyway,
ice, bad
okay.
ice, yeah. So before we even get too long into the movie, bam, Moses is there. Moses from my cold dead hands, Charlton Heston.
Don't forget Damn Dirty Ape.
Damn Dirty Apes. I have that one in here too. It's so funny. Like I don't know when Charlton Heston died, but I feel like it had, like, was it not long after this?
I feel like he was, just
They
sort
hold
of
on a little longer.
cashing in. I mean, he probably wasn't getting. He died April 5th, 2008. No, so he
Oh,
was
just 4 years
still
later,
around
yeah.
for quite a while. But
Like 14 years later.
yeah.
I really enjoy the character of Linda. I really like her. I love how she basically tells John when he's like, horror books. She's like, I mean, she's basically like, you can't handle horror fiction. You're a little bitch. Go home. Sutter Kane's too sophisticated for your dumb ass. Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's cool.
I like that they call her by her last name for a lot of the film.
Me too, because that's something you would traditionally see, like, the guy,
Right.
Yeah. And, like, when he's trying to, like, when John's trying to, like, get all up in her grill, she's just like, go away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to make the moves on her.
Oh, yeah.
Ugh. At the elevator and everything.
Yes.
You're like,
Which-
dude, awkward.
so awkward, and she's just like, you're such a loser. And we get to see what, like, a nihilist he is from, and I guess, like, he's jaded from, seeing lots of people pull fast ones and rip companies off. And so he's like, well, we fucked up all the air and water, so why not blow ourselves away, or whatever he says. But it's just, it made me think, like, I know that, we were polluting and people knew about pollution way before 1994, but it's like, wow, in 1994, and look how little has, like, changed to help our environment.
Yeah.
You kind of like, damn, Trent might have a point. Oh my God, and then he drops that zinger on her. You got it on tape?
Yeah, no, that was good.
Oh, zing!
She says, like, Sutter Kane. He's like, isn't that the guy who writes that horror crap? He says.
He's judging us.
I know,
He's
damn.
judging our genre.
Right there.
I know.
Deficit. Film's in a deficit.
Fuck you, John Trent. You're going to hell.
You are going to hell.
You and your nose.
You and your crayon
You and
nose.
your New Zealand accent.
You and your 90s lighter. How about a lighter?
Yeah, that
Remember
was,
those lighters from the 90s? Not as click, click, click. The little flame was like the
Yeah.
little
Teeny
teeny flame.
tiny.
He also
like,
had
yeah.
a couple of matches on hand, as Scott pointed out, like, the man smokes.
He does. Okay, so
isn't that the
that was
90s
something
people
I
smoked like
noticed.
that?
Like, I don't think he smokes in real life because he just doesn't do it very well on
No.
camera.
Oh,
He's
I
not a
don't
smoker.
know. So, Sam Neill, like I said, he's an interesting guy. I don't know much about him as like a person, but like you look at like his filmography, so much like it's like very random. It's almost like, and I would like to say he's like the type of actor that, you know, just like really chooses what he's passionate about, even if it's maybe not like the quote unquote right choice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Very interesting to look at. I mean, he did the dinosaurs and then did them all.
He did do them all.
Several times.
Remember the movie Restoration? He was in that movie.
Okay.
He was in that weird
he was
Snow
in
White
Hunt,
movie.
Hunt for Red October and
in Hunt
like,
for
what,
October?
90?
90.
Yeah.
So many different things.
He's in a lot of stuff.
He did like some weird indie movie that we played at Lakeside called Sirens. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, Sirens. There was some nudity in
With
that
like
movie. Elle McPherson.
Elle McPherson, yeah.
Hugh Grant, I think, was in that also.
I think so too.
Were they all just naked all the time?
The girls were, yeah.
Not the Hugh and the Sam?
Not that I recall.
So there's a lot of nudity in the, and so we got the movie like secondhand. And someone, when we got our print, because it was 35 millimeter at the time, when we got our print, someone had gone through the print and spliced out all of the nude scenes.
Well, we cut out all the good stuff.
Did you guys advertise it as like a naked person movie and then there was no nakedness?
No.
Well, we didn't, but
Everybody
that
knew.
was the whole. Yeah, that was the whole.
And you didn't screen it first?
Well, once you get it, it's too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're stuck with it until the studio can get you a new print. But
Right. Which at the time they probably weren't making, because this was like a little
yeah.
independent film,
I
if I
want to
remember
know
correctly.
who did that.
UA, United Artists, perverts.
They did it? Oh, no, they
Same thing with Basic Instinct. When we got Basic Instinct second run,
Yeah.
you know what scene was missing?
They have one.
The one. The leg crossing.
With the thing,
Yep.
yeah.
So someone's got a freaking 35 millimeter.
I know, a little piece of
film
film like this big.
So, see, you guys are putting it like somebody took it for private use. And
Yeah.
I was saying that they were taking it to be like an over censorship.
Oh, no,
Like,
no.
you don't get to have this because
wa-
it's sinful.
No, I think it. Well, we can't say for
I
sure,
know,
but probably
yeah.
because there's a sick.
Yeah,
perverted.
there's like a, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're still out there. I wonder if they're watching. They're probably watching.
They're in Portugal. Hello, Portugal.
I love all the dreaming stuff. I feel so bad. I feel like I'm talking about all this stuff about the movie, and you guys are just like,
Keep talking. You got the Zardoz. It's your job.
well, I love all the dreaming
I like
stuff.
the lighter, the 90s lighter.
I love all the dreaming stuff, the double dreaming, the lucid
Oh, yes,
dreaming.
yep.
I love all of that. Great practical effects, fun little jump scares in there too, which I really enjoy. Because that's kind of like when you have a bad dream. Sometimes it is like your own little personal jump scare.
Can I tell you one of the things I really despise about this film?
Well, you
Okay.
got to say something.
This is part of my problem with John Carpenter, is that sometimes I think he gets lazy.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Hot take!
And in this film, he uses too much loud sounds to scare you, to make you jump. Because there's so much, I was watching it, and there's, you know, like you'll be doing whatever, and there's dialogue, and then all of a sudden, kind of thing, you're like,
Scared me.
Jesus, criminy.
But you just scared me, so it works.
but you do your
but
scares
nothing's
through
really
the
happening.
storytelling. Do it through the act, you know what I mean? Don't do it through just, I'm going to throw in a loud music here, I'm going to throw in loud music there. That's lazy.
Would we say lazy about John Carpenter? Because I'm just not
Not
sure.
about The Thing, no. Not about Big Trouble in Little China, no. But a lot of other movies, yes.
Hates him. Hates the man.
I feel like, I don't know.
You know, John Carpenter was going to come on the Cult Show. He was going to come here, and Neill said, please don't come.
I did.
I don't
I'm like,
want...
nah, thanks, we're okay. We don't need you.
We don't need you. Thank you so much.
Look, I absolutely respect John Carpenter, and I think
Of
he's
course.
awesome. And again,
Of course.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Halloween. You're not either, ultimately. But
it's not my favorite franchise.
We respect the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Dean Cundy, we
Some
love
Dean
what he did
Cundy.
with it. The Thing is one of the greatest horror films of all time.
I would die for the thing.
It was voted as our #1 in our 31
I would
top
also-
horror films of all time.
Also,
Right.
They Live. Also, this.
No, we'll talk about that one later.
We did, but
That's not a horror film. We're talking about a horror film.
you must have blocked that one out along with the
Right.
Titanic. So
But
Wow.
my point being, in Big Trouble in Little China, that's
Right.
one of my
No,
go-tos.
absolutely.
I love that movie.
Absolutely.
I
Y'all
just feel
do?
like there's some that
No,
just...
he did a lot to keep the genre we love alive. So
I think,
respect for
and
that.
his partner, Deborah.
Yes, Deborah rocks. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe after she passed, maybe some of his work, maybe, you know what I mean, might have gone downhill.
I'm gonna let you be alone on that opinion. No, Halloween is not gonna go down
Hill.
as my favorite franchise, but I love pretty much everything John Carpenter's ever done. And
all right,
it's bad time to reveal my John Carpenter full back tattoo that I have. It's actually like this mosaic of him from infancy till now.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I sat for many hours. Here's something I think we can all agree on.
Sure.
Those gorgeous 90s horror book covers.
Yep, okay.
Ate it up with a spoon. I love seeing those covers. So nostalgic. Made me think of King.
Yeah, definitely
Anne
Stephen King.
Rice. Made me think of Clive Barker.
Yeah.
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 Just I love that big font.
Well, just going into the bookstore when they were, and they were like $5.99 for the paper.
Oh my God,
I was
yeah.
just
stop.
like, fuck me.
And people were like, damn, that's too expensive.
Yeah, but no, that definitely brought back memories of going into like Borders or wherever I used to.
Yeah.
It broke my heart when he was ripping the covers off, though.
Yeah.
It's like, no, those are like priceless. Could you imagine if you actually had one of those now?
Oh,
Yeah.
Garrett,
It belongs in a museum.
Grady Hendrix, Paperbacks from Hell, all of that. Oh, so good.
Even Scott was like, dang, dude, you shouldn't be ripping covers off the books.
It was kind of cool how it all fit together, though.
Hey, that was kind of cool, actually, you're right. That was a good part of the film.
There's something kind of, dare I say, noirish, a little
Yes.
giallo.
Yep, I would agree with that.
About all of this as well.
Okay.
Which I dig.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not the most well-versed in giallo.
Giallo. We need to do some of those, huh?
Yeah, it's not like my area. I've kind of seen like the big ones, but we should dive deeper.
We should do some.
Okay.
How about the old lady, the innkeeper?
That's Grandma from Happy Gilmore.
Okay, yeah.
She had her nude husband attached to her leg.
Yes.
I thought that was fucking awesome. I turned to Scott and I'm like, that was so fucking gross. I loved it.
That's going to be you,
Yeah.
Scott.
Yeah, turned to Scott and said, "Looks like we do."
She was cool though, right?
Oh, she's fucking awesome. I loved her. I loved her before she was a monster. I loved her after her transformation. We never expect the elder to. And I love a creepy painting, and I love a painting that changes. That's super spooky.
Turns
to
around
me.
and looks at you. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And they had Village of the Damned children running around the whole time.
Today is
Today's
Mommy's
Mommy Day.
Day. I love those kids, and they were all fucked up looking. Oh, they were great. I love creepy kids.
What were they doing to that dog that they were chasing?
You don't want to know.
Probably putting air up its ass.
For science. Yeah.
For science.
No, don't they show the dog later and it's like missing a leg?
I don't know, they probably ate it. It's probably all they could catch, and they just got a leg. There's actually a lot of
doggy.
kind of like one-liners in this movie that I really love.
Okay.
Like some shit that you're like, oh, I gotta write that down. I like that. Linda says one, and this is paraphrasing other people have said things similar to this. Reality is just what we tell each other it is.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, and that's a big kind of theme of this book. And
Right.
I love to think about, like, like I said, a lot of philosophical thinkers and whatnot have thought about that as well. What is reality?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I dig that.
So Sam Neill is basically an hired by an insurance company to prove companies are full of crap when there's a claim. So the publisher hires him to go to Hobbs End to help find the guy. When they're driving with the editor, who is Linda. What was your last name? Stryker or Strider?
Styles.
Styles. Thank you.
You were close.
Styles.
Styles.
Like
Styles.
from Teen Wolf. Was his name Styles or is it Shades? Or Styles was a girl. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't either.
I'm going to hell. It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm not even going to fact check that for you.
I don't know anymore.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know anymore. I lost
You're
my-
going to hell.
Okay. Okay. So, Styles is asleep in the car. Why does he pull out like a clown horn or a bike horn?
Yeah,
from
and
his
why
glove
does he have it on
compartment?
him
Why
to
does he
begin
have
with?
That's what I'm saying. Why does
Yeah.
he have it in his glove compartment?
Yeah, 'cause
And then
he's
it's
an
like,
asshole.
ha ha ha, that's so funny. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
and when she
you.
throws chips at him, he gets all butthurt.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm sorry, you're the one that started this ridiculousness.
But
Yeah.
why do you have that kind of horn in your glove compartment? I just
Oh,
kinda-
you know what? In
that was
case the car
weird.
horn breaks.
I guess so.
Yeah. Maybe it was a rental.
Does he have to like put his arm out the window too
Do-
and let
yeah.
everyone know when he's doing a left and right turn?
Yes.
He's honk with the horn.
Yeah.
What the hell is that
Yeah,
all about?
he's a jerk. He's kind of a jerk.
He is a
Which
jerk.
is also something I enjoy. You see it more in books, but is a unlikable lead character.
Yes. Yes.
I
Yeah.
know, like, producer Scott and I dig that, but it's a risk in a movie.
Yeah.
You know, it is, but I don't mind it because I'm here for the ride. But
Yeah,
I do like unreliable. Well, not even unreliable, but unlikable.
Unlikable. Yeah.
You know, you talk about the jump scares. That dude on the bike jump scare got me. Holy shit! When he looks like Doc from Back to the Future when he comes riding up.
And like the worst makeup job ever.
Well, and like just the creepiness of him just like pedaling. You know.
Well, there's the sound too from the car and the
Yes.
wheel.
Or
and-
like when the kid rides by and it looks like Linda's on the back of the bike. Oh God, that's so creepy.
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't he look like Christopher Lloyd
Well, not you say that.
Well,
I mean,
from the back, yeah.
from the front as well?
like Doc Brown,
Right, Doc?
but it wasn't the best makeup job in the world. Though.
It was a little rough.
It was a little rough.
That was the last thing they do. They
Yeah.
did, and it was a rush job. so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
Here for an unholy church every day of the week.
Yeah.
Do you like that that's like the fortress and all the old gods are like coming through there and he's there with his little typewriter? I don't know. I find it epic. I loved it.
It was
And the
weird
upside down
it was weird that the
cross.
typewriter didn't start talking, but
Well, it also didn't have that mouth.
whatever.
We're so used to our typewriters talking to us now.
They usually do.
They usually do.
Rub some of that bug powder on.
I know. John Carpenter's missed another opportunity.
I'm also totally happy with when the madness has spread through the entire town, and that's like when grandma's getting weird and you know and all that stuff.
Sprouting tentacles.
I'm always here for a cult in the streets
Yeah.
with their little mob, with their little torches, and then the guy that he had met earlier back in the bar. Another great one-liner. He says, "Reality is not what it used to be." Oh,
So when we first see that guy, though,
Yeah.
and I'll get to what you're pointing at. So they haven't been infected yet because they're coming to get his son. They come to the church, right?
Yeah.
And they got it's sort of like a little mob. They're just missing
Yeah.
the pitchforks and the torches.
Right, they have
but
guns
they've got
there.
guns.
Shotguns,
So,
yeah.
but Sutter Kane sicked some dogs on him.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
We don't. Scott and I talked about
got
this.
some-
we never loved the
some
representation.
Doberman Pinscher,
of,
yeah.
However, I think they couldn't get hellhounds, and that was like the idea.
Maybe.
It would have been funnier if they were like cute little floofy dogs.
However,
I
the
appreciate.
act. Oh, sorry.
Well, I appreciate there was like 3 dogs that they just had keep running
showing.
around in a circle.
to make it seem like there's like 20 of them.
We can't get the dogs on set today, so we're just going to reuse the
It's
footage.
like a pack. No, I think what Neill was pointing to me about is the gentleman that played the dad. His name's Wilhelm von Homburg.
Yes,
And
yes.
he plays Vigo
Yeah.
in Ghostbusters
Yeah.
2.
That's the one.
Yeah, he's always popping up back
Vigo.
in the day. Yep.
And I believe this was his last movie too before he
Oh, he
passed.
passed?
away.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer.
Bummer.
So
Yeah, I
before
love-
acting though, he was a professional wrestler. He was
Yep.
a boxer.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Turned actor. So that's
Yeah,
kinda
I like his vibe, man.
Got that look.
cool. Yeah, he's got a good look. Yeah.
So for a lot of people, and I fall into this camp, but not like super hardcore. For a lot of people, seeing humans twist into weird little shapes and do like spider and crab walky things, that's a big like I don't know what the word, trigger. It's a big trigger for a lot of people to be
Okay.
like, oh my God. Producer Scott's one of them. You know what I mean? Where it's just like, you just can't get out of your head and people are just like, ooh, like they
Right.
some such creeps.
Right.
And I am a fan of that because it's so simple. But, you know, seeing somebody move in such an unnatural, unhuman way.
Yep, I would agree.
Linda does that.
Yeah.
She does. Yeah.
Yeah, she's scuttling around.
It's really cool. I mean, I agree with you. I love it when someone can contort themselves and
Yeah.
twist in a way your
Yeah.
body technically isn't supposed to twist.
Gives you the heebie-jeebies. And
Yeah.
a movie we reviewed on this show, Atarados.
Oh, yeah.
That has one of the best. Oh,
Yeah.
no spoilers because you won't see it
Yeah.
coming.
Go into that one.
Going to watch. And it's,
Please.
I mean, similar to like The Exorcist, the crab stairwalk thing.
Do you
Kinda like that.
Yes, Reagan, my girl. Do you guys remember when we reviewed that movie,
Which one?
Atarados?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we made Caleb watch it alone. And Caleb was like, fuck you guys. This movie starts out with like a man like living alone in his apartment. We're hearing weird sounds. And it was like, oh shit. We should have.
No, seriously, if you guys have not watched this movie, like,
Yeah.
just go watch
That
it,
movie
please.
creeps
I mean,
people
I
out. It really
love that
does.
movie
Yeah,
if
so
it's
much.
still
good.
on Shudder, like,
Yeah.
do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
It is a ride. Holy
It's an
shit.
Argentinian film.
Yeah.
So good. It's literally, I mean, I love a good, I'm going to call it like, not a haunted house movie, but in essence,
It's
you know?
in essence a haunted house.
You know, and I
But
because
it's scary. It's
Right.
legitimately
Yeah.
scary.
And it's legitimately spooky, creepy, especially
Unnerving.
The kitchen scene with the kid. Holy shit, I love that so much.
We live for that.
Yes.
We live for that little.
Love that so much.
That little green boy.
Check out our episode. Check out the movie.
Should we be like pointing in the corner like they do? Like, we'll just like throw it up here. We don't have that technology.
Well, we're live, so it's hard to do.
Yeah, that's why we don't do it. The old gods are coming back. I'm excited. I like those little old god Cthulhu-looking critters.
You like them?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
They just
them.
needed more of them. Is a problem.
But they weren't here yet. They were coming.
They're coming, but
You can't hurry
Why would they-
interdimensional travel.
they're able to like to push against the door,
Yeah.
but they couldn't
I know.
open it.
Open it.
Well,
Open the
Till
door.
a certain
They're
time.
old.
He couldn't hold them back anymore. Is what he said.
That's what he claims.
But whatever.
I don't know if you can believe anything Sutter Kane says.
Maybe that's true. He's kind of full of.
Kind of
food.
full of it. I love the way he kind of rips and pulls himself away like a book
Yeah, that was cool.
page.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Totally dug that. Really, I love the sound of it too. That.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, when Sam Neill gets back after he leaves the town, right?
Yeah.
And he's going to the Hall of Records to try and do some research.
Yes.
What the hell is up with that lady?
Okay, they're both at fault here. They're both at fault here.
Really?
Yes.
I think that lady might be a little more.
She's a little more at fault because she actually says to him, like,
Right here.
are you deaf and dumb?
Yeah.
Are you
Which is
deaf
like-
and dumb, sir?
Which is like a horrible fucking
like,
thing to
damn,
say.
woman.
Yeah. But you know what? He was being really out of line. And then he gets all sweaty and all fired up and he's like, I want to see our supervisor.
Yeah, he goes full Karen on
I know,
it.
it's like, dude, calm the fuck down. And like, I kept saying it because I thought it was funny. And I was using my like Arnold voice, like, I want to see our supervisor.
Well, the funny thing is, it was such a,
Cheers.
it was a very abrupt cut.
Yes,
Right?
it
Like,
was.
It was.
At 1 minute, he's talking to little Hayden Christensen on
Yes,
the bike, which
little
I don't
Hayden
know if you saw
Christensen.
that
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not,
yeah.
but that was him. And then suddenly he's like being called,
Yeah.
deaf and dumb.
I like the cuts like that because I find it jarring and unnatural.
It's definitely unnatural, and
but I
when
think
you're
that's the
fucking with
vibe.
what is reality and what
Yes.
not yeah, that
And
definitely
he's
goes
losing
to it, too.
time,
Yeah.
which is also foreshadowed because then Moses tells him, like, I talked to you months ago.
Mm-hmm.
What are you laughing at?
I think I think the editor was just like, fuck, this sucks. He gave me nothing to work with. He's like, I'm going to piece together as best I can to make this thing move along.
No, it was very
You think so?
deliberate.
Okay.
100%. I think it
Right.
was very deliberate. Because, again, he goes to Moses and he starts to tell him about Linda, and he's like, yeah, like you've had a
who?
book for months.
But
and
you
like,
cut from the paper boy to this woman saying, I'm sorry, sir. Are you deaf and dumb?
well, that's the
You're just like,
Well, the line reading and the
assault you.
Well, yeah, but I think it's all on purpose. It's all deliberate. The way that it's supposed to feel jarring and uncomfortable and jumping, because it's the same thing when he ends up at that hotel and stuff too.
Yeah,
it's totally. But I
All
mean,
right.
yeah, it's a stupid line. It's also like really ableist and horrible too. But he also shouldn't have said, "I want to see a supervisor."
I think if someone calls you deaf and dumb, you have a right to ask for a
I don't know. I
supervisor.
think that he maybe.
If Best Buy tells Scott.
Best Buy? Don't drag Best Buy into this. Don't besmirch Best Buy. But yeah.
Besmirch Best Buy. Best Buy.
Anyway, go ahead. Good night, Tommy. Have a good night,
Oh,
Tommy.
good night, Tommy. Thank you.
Oh, well, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit.
That's okay. That's where we're at.
Heston has a great. I feel like he has a great line delivery when he says something. I'm paraphrasing, but to the effect of, because not everybody reads, so not everybody's going to read the Sutter Kane book. And he's like, well, let's hope so. The movie comes out next month, but he has a
Right.
great line delivery on it. I love it. It's scary. You've missed months of your life. You're so confused. You think you're a fictional character. You kind of are a fictional character, or are you? Because Sutter Kane's like, I'm also like God now. Hi. And it all does appear to be real that he's writing it, but how can that be real? How can that be true? I don't know. I love all of this, and I love Kane too. I thought he was fucking awesome and creepy.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I love this.
I think
stuff.
I wanted more is the problem. Like, less of Sam Neill, more of Sutter Kane.
Yeah.
Sam Neill in his cowboy boots with his jeans and his oversized sport coat.
Oh, the most 1994
Yes.
fugly outfit you've ever seen.
Yes.
Ugly.
Fugly.
Yeah, fugly.
You liked it?
I want to be him. That's like that is
That's the dream fit. That's
okay.
the fit.
Hawaiian shirts, that's one side of Scott, and that's the other side of Scott. Like that's what
Cowboy
I want.
boots, jeans, and a blazer.
I don't know about the cowboy boots. Maybe not the cowboy boots, but jeans and a blazer, like oversized,
Wow.
absolutely.
Producer
Wow,
Scott.
all right.
I thought we knew you.
Now we know.
I like it.
It's like Walker, Texas Ranger goes to a wedding outfit.
Oh no, he's actually like officiating the wedding. No, he'd have to have a hat at such a formal.
You would have to have
That's
a
true.
hat. You're right.
That is true.
That's true.
And do a roundhouse kick,
Kick.
at the end. So I really, really like the ending of this movie a lot. Again, more paraphrasing, but Sam Neill telling David Warner, humankind will just be a myth, a bedtime story they tell their children. It's scary to watch the end of your species. I don't know. I love it, man. I love it. I love this whole play on media too, on books and movies, and that's how they get ya.
Yeah.
I dig this movie. I dig it.
I like
love
how
it.
they get into the plague or whatever it is that's infecting people that's causing
It's like a
them.
mass hysteria.
Yeah.
Right, but again,
But that reminded me of like a Day of the Dead type thing though too,
Yeah,
with the
it's-
announcer on the air and
Well, I mean, that you could say any disaster zombie movie, they always do that trope of them being
everything
like,
goes back to Day of the Dead, of course.
well, sure. But they
anyway,
always do
but
that.
continue
Yeah.
on. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying, but then it just kind of it doesn't explore it really, again, or not enough time with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You end with him in the movie theater just laughing at him.
With his bucket of
Who the
popcorn.
fuck started
Right.
the movie?
There's probably
The
some
guy who cut out
Yeah.
the nudie scenes from
Well,
Sirens.
It's probably somebody that's already been converted.
And he's got a thing of popcorn.
I know, that's why it's great, is it's absurd. He's walking in there in his little, in his little jumpsuit outfit, and he's sitting down and eating popcorn. The person who's showing it is somebody who's already been indoctrinated into the cult, and now that's their job, is to just keep it.
Just keep
Keep it running.
indoctrinating.
Yeah.
Waiting
No, I
for
love
Haley
it.
Bop to come along.
Hale Bop, not
Hale-
Haley Bop.
Hale Bop,
Haley
sorry.
is the one producing.
Haley Bop, Bop, Bop. Hi, Haley.
Yeah. No, I love Sam Neill's big, ridiculous, goofy smile. I think it's absurd. I love absurdism.
Yep.
I have not seen The Possession, but I of course have seen Event Horizon, and I love it.
I'm picking that movie someday. But
It's on
Yeah.
my list.
So-
No,
Yeah.
and we didn't mention it, but yeah, Event Horizon's badass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great
Sam
movie.
Neill.
I love it. I
sure.
love
Hey, when he
it.
was locked up in the padded
cell,
cell,
yeah.
if you will,
Yeah.
did you notice the Cologuard
Cologuard?
bucket?
There's a bucket. Okay.
Well, that was a bucket. A Cologuard is just a cardboard box. If memory serves. Yeah.
So I actually wanted to ask Mark Vision's Truth wanted to know if you have all seen Possession as well.
No, I haven't, but I would like to see it. Yeah.
Okay, that would maybe be a good thing
Yeah,
to
okay.
track down.
Good one to track down. I'll put my best guy on it.
We'll do the
Best
Sam
Neill.
Neill trilogy, like Mark suggests, perhaps.
Yeah.
Not a
And
bad
your
idea.
name is Neill.
My name is. Although Sam Neill's got 2 L's after, not just one like me.
He paid
is
extra
true.
for that
He's
extra
got
L.
he's got the
Yeah.
extra L.
It's like guac, it's
That's
extra.
what happens when
Possession
you're
is
European.
1981.
Okay.
God, he was a baby then.
Yeah. He's a,
A little fetus.
he's
Yeah.
a little Neil.
Little Australian fetus.
Little Neil.
It's true.
All right.
Okay.
That is In the Mouth of Madness.
Some of us really liked it. Some of us
Some of us
weren't quite there.
we'll get there eventually, or we'll just keep tripping over those 2x4s in the street.
There was another scene when they were watching a movie at one point, and there was like a ape suit
Yes.
with
yes.
a space helmet on.
Oh yeah, that movie. Yeah.
Yeah. So that movie is called Robot Monster.
Yeah. What about yeah.
I've
not
never
seen
heard of
one.
that.
Yeah.
Really?
But I had recently heard someone talk about it on a podcast.
Oh, that's
like just
funny.
mention it
Yeah.
briefly.
Synchronicity.
And then like the very later that night, they're showing that clip. I thought that was really weird.
That is-
Synchronicity.
That's like just bizarre.
That's like a famous
Yeah.
50s sci-fi
Okay.
thing you'll see. Yeah, you
All
can go
right.
look.
So I guess I was like a favorite of John Carpenter when he was a kid,
Oh,
which is
that's
why
really
he
sweet.
he
Can see that.
included it in there.
Yeah.
So
It's probably fair
probably
use.
public domain, probably
Yeah.
also
Okay.
fair use. Yeah. Cool. Well,
All right.
should we play a game?
Let's play a game.
Shall we play a game?
Go, Haley, go.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. We moved. So, for this game, if you've seen us play this game before, I sit over here, as we were talking about earlier. Look at me. I'm the captain now. And
minute,
these
we're enemies
clowns
in
sit on the
this.
couch.
No, we're
Against
not.
each other.
Neil's going to hell though.
You're right. Get off of me. You're gonna drag me with you.
You're like
Drag me
getting
to
your
hell.
hell all on me.
Yeah.
Drag Me to
Wait,
Hell is a
what
good
level will
film.
we go to?
The hell of Upside Down.
No, we'd go all the way down to the bottom where Virgil says, that's back up.
Oh, and then you just have to climb if you
All
can.
you gotta do is climb.
Yeah. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get down to brass tacks. In this game, I describe a mythological creature, deity, entity, which are typically a little different looking than a lot of the critters we see here today. And the people on the couch draw it in exactly 1 minute's time. So that is the game.
Time.
And you vote in the chat on who you think is the best representation.
Now you can vote if you just want to experience the beautiful artistic talents of these three. That's fine too, because they're all brilliant artists in their own right.
I mean, we're not going to necessarily pay attention to what you vote, unless you vote for me, in which case,
Yeah, and it'll be a big deal. Yeah,
in which case we will pay very close attention.
yeah.
And Spooky Boo is in the chat, by the way, everyone.
Hi, Spooky Boo.
Okay.
And feel free to draw along at home. Okay. And I love mythical creatures and deities and entities and everything like that. So I live for this game. Okay. Y'all ready?
You don't have to do a poll. It's okay.
Yeah.
This is so weird not controlling this.
Yes.
Haley's
Okay.
doing such a great job. Just huge
Yeah,
round of
that's why I
for
said go
Haley.
Haley. Go Haley. Okay. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Our first contestant is Cthulhu.
Ah.
Cthulhu from H.P. Lovecraft, famous cosmic entity, humanish body, octopus head, lots of tentacles around the mouth area. He also has wings and claws. So, a description, this is a quote, a monster of vaguely anthropoid outline, but with an octopus-like head whose face was a mass of feelers, a scaly, rubbery-looking body, prodigious claws on hind and forefeet, and a long, narrow wings behind. So he's supposed to resemble kind of a green octopus, a little dragon in there, a little human in there, hundreds of meters tall, and with webbed arms and legs and the wings, great wings on there. Tentacles about the mouth. Very famous. A lot of people love Cthulhu. A lot of people have like tattoos of Cthulhu. And that is time. Okay.
Oh no!
All right. We are going to start. That is time.
Oh, Caleb.
Pens down. Caleb, don't do this to yourself. Don't play dirty. Don't do that. You're better than that.
Make him go first for that.
Yeah, Caleb, you're going first. There is Caleb's Cthulhu. Caleb's Cthulhu has Jack Skellington eyes. It has what resembles fangs. I guess those are feelers. He has wings, very big wings, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 legs.
The other three are behind.
The other 3 are in the back.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful, beautiful interpretation. Neill, let's see your Cthulhu, please. Oh, his Cthulhu is giving the middle finger. He has, I would describe Homer Simpson eyes. He appears to be wearing pants and a belt. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, 5 visible arms. Or no, are those his tentacles?
Tentacles, yeah.
Okay, that's his tentacles. You decided to not give him wings.
I didn't get that far.
That's okay.
I
Maybe they're
apologize.
tucked behind his back.
There you go.
And he is giving us a middle finger. Scott, your Cthulhu, please. Oh, his Cthulhu is looking very scary. Got sinister V-shaped eyebrows. The arms outstretched in menacing terror. Great feet on your Cthulhu. One foot has toes, the other has a nubbin. And of course the tentacles, 4 tentacles. You're gonna have to pay extra.
The other 4 on the back.
Yeah, if you want more of those.
I'm doing like instead of a Cthulhu mouth. It's
And he's wearing a tunic, I think, in your depiction.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Tunic.
robe. It's like
Yeah.
a.
Mine's got a belt.
No, yeah, yours has got a nice 70s.
Neil's
belt
is
buckle.
actually kind of Davy Jones from Pirates of the
Yeah.
Caribbean.
He is serving Davy Jones. Okay, ready? Up next, we have hippocampus. No, not the part of your brain, but the seahorse creature. Lower body of a fish and the upper body of a horse. This seahorse is often seen in Etruscan mythology. We've seen them in Greek mythology, Pictish, and Roman mythology. Really cool, that synchronicity there, the seahorse. Close cousin to the Capricorn, goatfish. You may know her. Depictions of the Greek god of the sea, Poseidon's chariot, trivet, that's what you put on a stove, chariot being driven by the hippocampus. But if you were curious, the hippocampus is a part of the brain. That is, humans and other mammals have 2 hippocampi, one on each side of the brain. The hippocampus is part of the limbic system and plays important roles in the consolidation of information from short-term memory to long-term memory and in spatial memory that enables navigation. Thank you again to Wikipedia for that fact. How are your hippocampuses coming? And it is time. We will need pens down. Not sure what's so funny. Not sure what's so funny at all. Scott, let's start with your hippocampus. Neill is crying. Already 2 designs in, and Neill is crying. Oh, you included speech on your hippocampus. He says, "Am I beautiful? Nay." Very existential.
That's what the other horse said in response to.
Yeah, he said nay. So I'm seeing one strong leg with a hoof. I'm seeing a paddle-like tail, a little bit of a fin, and I would say a canine head. So looks. Okay, let's have Neill's hippocampus. Neill's hippocampus, again, giving us the middle finger. So his hippocampus is very S-shaped. He has a squinty eye because he's very mad, and he has a little feeler on the top of his head, and he's making a duck face with his lips.
Yep.
Yeah. Beautiful, Neill. Beautifully rendered.
What
Caleb?
do you think? Is it good for the Smithsonian? Can we take it over
Yeah, we
to
sure
Washington?
can.
All right.
Caleb, if you will.
Uh-oh.
Caleb's mic has come off. I think he's just stalling for the hippocampus.
He's drawing more.
Here, you can.
No, I'll do this. You do your drawing.
Okay. Scott's going to hold up Caleb's hippocampus.
I just went straight seahorse.
Ooh, you drew a beautiful seahorse. A long snout, one dark, menacing eye, and many frills along his back. Beautiful job.
That's his mane.
That's his mane.
Yes. And he shampoos with mane and tail.
Of course he does. He invented it, for God's sake.
Very nice.
Okay. Are we all ready? So last time they all ended up crying, but Neill always cries first in this
I
game.
always cry first.
Up next, we have the Namazu. The Namazu from Japan, a giant underground catfish that causes earthquakes.
Whoa.
Yeah, I thought this was so cool. And I'm really sorry on pronunciations. No offense to any Namazus in the chat. So something cool that y'all might know about the Namazu, maybe you know this, maybe you don't, is he became sort of a god of like rectification, a social justice avenger, if you will, because the rich hoarded all their wealth and the earthquake shook it loose and kind of redistributed it. So he's a Robin Hood figure. So maybe that might help you in your renderings to think about that, to think about the Namazu. Catfish, very big, causes earthquake, redistribution of the wealth.
Oh, I forgot about the fish part.
He would be occupying Wall Street. He'd say, eat the rich. That is our time. Okay. We're going to need pens down. Pens down, please. Pens! Drop the fucking pen. We're going to start with Neill.
Me again.
Yeah. Neill. Oh, I love your catfish. So Neill has actually drawn the Namazu coming up from the earth. A very menacing stare. If it had fingers, it would be flipping us off. I'm seeing a vampire. I'm seeing a little bit of perhaps a beaver. Great whiskers. And then what's that down at the bottom? Is that
people.
two frightened rich people? They said, my wealth, he's coming for my wealth.
I didn't assign them class, but that works.
Yeah, perfect. We will have Scott, please.
This is a catfish who causes earthquakes, so mine's
my God.
rocking out.
That's a beautiful catfish. He's got his mouth open. He's singing, and he's playing the guitar. There's an amp there. Really nice. Great teeth. Caleb.
Very
So in my defense, I forgot that you said fish.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's okay. Oh, so it's mostly cat. So this is a cat that looks like he's up to no good. He's got one menacing back foot. And there's money signs around him. Could you describe what's happening in the tail, please?
He's agitated.
He's
so
agitated.
He's going like,
I'm gonna cause an
and
earthquake.
his tail, flipped
Yeah,
all out.
it's a lot of majesty in that.
But does have a fish tail.
Yes, because he is a catfish.
Because you remembered it was a fish at the very end.
Jesus Christ! I can't keep my mic on.
Beautiful.
Give me
Beautiful.
this.
Caleb, you
Give
had
me
one
this.
job, and that is to wear your microphone on our show. Can't be done.
We shall see.
Are you guys ready for your next creature?
Bring it.
Oh, where did my pen go? There it is.
Okay.
Currently bleeding out on the couch.
I love how some people throw their pictures when
He
they're
does it every episode. I thought it would be fun.
Yeah, that's what Neill does with
Cathartic,
his notes.
right?
It's really nice.
Okay.
I was trying to get it to go across the room.
I know, it's hard.
Are y'all ready
It's a skill.
Yes.
for the questing beast from Arthurian legend? We have a serpent head and neck, a leopard body, lion haunches, and feet of a red male deer, aka a hart.
What?
Serpent head and neck, leopard body, lion haunches, feet of a red male deer. I am a huge fan of
Oh,
Arthurian
motherfucking fuck.
lore and legends
I don't know
and
what we're
so
talking
many
about.
different interpretations of it. Huge nerd for that. So I had always heard about King Pellinor going after the questing beast. He famously hunted it, but to no avail. He never caught it. But the questing beast appears in other versions. Fun fact, my sister and I have a plan to adopt 2 pugs, rescue pugs. We will adopt a brindle, which we will call King Pellinor, and a black one, which will be named Questing Beast. Fun fact for people at home. All right, so this is an old legend, the Questing Beast, and that is time. Pens down. We are going to start today with Caleb's Questing Beast. Ooh, nice. He's got his arm raised, ready for attack. Got his little snake tongue out. I note the leopard spots. Beautiful hooves on the back. And if those aren't lion haunches, I don't know what is. Neill, let's have your questing beast. Ooh, very sinister questing beast. He actually has a lot of Thing energy from John Carpenter's The Thing.
Right. A
Big,
good film.
you did 2 big spots, multiple feet, multiple deer hooves. You just couldn't decide on the legs. No. And big twofers. In short, your questing beast needs Jesus. Next up is Scott's questing beast.
In my defense, I started drawing this before you actually described the questing beast.
Well, that was user error.
Yes. So it is hiding,
Where am I?
so you can go questing
Where
for it.
am I? I'm the questing beast. So yes, he's in a little chest. You can just see the snout and 2 eyes. That's very creative. That's very creative.
It's something.
Try it.
Some people might say it's cheating. You know what? Each artist is their own god. Are
Oops, indeed.
you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sirens. Creature with a body of a bird, chest and body of a bird, and the head of a woman. Sirens pop up in a lot of different mythology. Greek, I think, was the first, but I could be wrong. And then Russian mythology also had sirens. And I read somewhere that they adapted it from the Greek. Usually an owl body. If that helps, it's usually an owl body. Sometimes the siren wears a little crown. Perhaps you'd like your siren to wear a crown. I think they're known to be good singers, but it's really just to lure you to your demise. Haley, do you like sirens? Do you know sirens? Do you like sirens? Yeah. Would you give yours little bird feet? Yeah, little bird feet, maybe little webbed feet or little grippy feet. Sirens. So I'm looking out. Scott can barely hold his pen. He is laughing so hard his face is red. Scott somehow lost his shoes. He lost his Crocs along the way. And that is time. Pens down. Because Scott cannot contain himself, why don't we start with you?
With who? Scott?
Scott, we will need to see your siren. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful siren. So you opted for more of, I would say, maybe a chicken or a duck body. Oversized feet, which would probably be really practical for gripping rocks. And a very comely face, if I do say so myself. And a ponytail, because she's a hardworking girl and she wants her hair out of her eyes. Good job, Scott.
Thank you.
Neil,
Very nice.
your siren, please.
I get extra credit because I did too.
Oh, you did too. Or is that the same siren but different angles?
No, it's like an 80s school photo.
Where it's like the little blurry version. So straight on, your siren is wearing a dress of some sort, has proportionately very big breasts. A little smart bob haircut because she's a sassy girl. And then in the side profile, you really see the menace of the siren. Teeth are bared, eyes squinted shut, hump on the back. Yeah, that's a hunchback.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Intended.
Good job, Caleb.
Sorry, I should have drawn this bigger, but
Okay. No, that's very nice. So Caleb has included his siren singing. Lovely poofy hairstyle. Very, I don't know, it's very something. No arms for this one. No arms, no wings. You get a round body and a nice tail and 3 grippy little feet. But you get no arms and no wings.
Toes, yeah.
Well done. Well done. All right, guys.
What else you got?
You're
These
doing
drawings will all be available on our Patreon,
Yeah, they absolutely will.
our OnlyFans.
People are loving your work in the comments. Somebody commented, looks like a sea monkey for one of the past ones. Did he eat a fish and not chew? Angry looking Cthulhu. These are all very keen observations and correct. All right, up next, we have the Mapinguari. The Mapinguari, an ape-like giant sloth from Brazilian mythology. Maybe a cyclops? Hairy, often has a gaping mouth on its tummy. Gaping mouth on the tummy. Ape-like sloth, maybe a cyclops, very hairy. Again, the Mapinguari hails from Brazilian mythology, South American folklore. A lot of people love sloths. Sloth is also a character from the Goonies. Hey, you guys.
hey, you guys.
Yeah, he does kind of have a little bit of a Bigfoot thing going on. I'd be very interested to see which of our artists depict the Mapinguari with the Cyclops eye and who decides to actually give him multiple eyes. Will they have 2 mouths, one on their face and one on their stomach? Or tummy is the technical term. I'm hearing a lot of pen scratching, a lot of it. I like Scott's technique. He's brought his clipboard up close to his face. And that is time. Neil? You're up
Yes.
first.
Oh, me?
Oh, you? Oh, very nice. I'm not surprised at all that you gave him Freddy Krueger claws. You did. Yeah. Oh, those are sloth claws. Yeah. You can see a little bit of a bulge in his pelvic region, right below the gaping mouth. You did do the mouth tummy. You also did a smile on his face, and you did go with 2 eyes. Why 2 eyes?
I forgot that you said that.
Same.
And,
I heard the mouth in the middle of the tummy, and I just, like, after that, it was just all noise.
I look at your Mapinguari and I see the pale man Little bit of hair. Yeah, no, he's really good. Let's have Scott's.
So, one of the eyes is fake.
Oh, that's a fake eye. So, very cute little face. You did include the tummy, mouth, and it's just rar.
Rar, yeah.
So, could you explain the billowy limbs?
It's a sloth. They have those long limbs with, I will note, 3 toes. It is a
3.
three-toed sloth.
Count them 3. Beautiful. Caleb. Oh, that's very sexual. That is very sexual. So, I like that yours appears to be wearing a mask, or is that's hair? That's hair.
Sure.
He's got menacing eyes, 2 eyes. Again, none of our artists chose to go with 1 eye. Tummy, mouth, and is that a tail back there?
No, just a pen drag.
Okay, just a fender. And I really like his hands and his pose. Very good job, Caleb.
Nice job.
Right, yes. Mouth in the tummy gives total recall flashbacks. Yes,
Absolutely,
and that
Mark.
is, I would agree. Caleb's is, it has a little bit of a power stance going on.
Ooh. Which is what I intended as the artist.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, are you guys ready for your next piece? We are nearing
Oy,
kind of
noy.
the end.
Okay.
Kind of. So I want you to dig deep. I want you to really channel the creature. I want you to put your essence into the pen. Put your pen to the paper. Or your nose. It is time for the Pugwudgie. The Pugwudgie is a human-like entity, very small, 2 to 3 feet tall, looks like a porcupine from the back, and looks like a half human, half troll from the front. So lots of...
Wait, say this again?
This is the Pugwudgie. He is small, 2 to 3 feet tall, looks like a porcupine from the back, half human, half troll from the front. Half human, half troll. The Pugwudgie is Native American. He is part of the Wampanoag tribe's lore. People are still reportedly seeing the Pugwudgie to this day. Their notable locations are Delaware and Prince Edward Island. They will shoot you with poison arrows. They will shoot you with poison arrows. You might choose to put a poison arrow in your piece today. Pugwudgie is a cute sounding name, but it's not cute. And I'm sure that the people who have seen Pugwudgies today are probably like, damn you, that thing was frightening. Pens down, please. Who hasn't started in a while? Caleb hasn't started in a while. Caleb, go. Oh, it's a tiny Pugwudgie. So you depicted your Pugwudgie. Oh, see, you can see that the Pugwudgie is only measuring 3 feet tall based on the ruler right next to it. So I see the spikes, the porcupine quills. Oh, there's this arrow. There's a Pugwudgie arrow. Yeah, interesting that you chose to make it walk on all 4s.
I forgot.
That's okay. No, it's very beautiful. Good job.
Sorry.
Scott, Pugwudgie. Oh, very nice Pugwudgie. So Scott's has a very serious look on its face. Beautiful porcupine quills. He is armed, and he is dangerous. I love the serious face, the oversized ears, and it does appear that your Pugwudgie is doing a little pointed toe, slightly outturned foot. Very nice.
Large ears and a wart on the top because he's a troll.
Oh, that's a wart. Very nice. Yeah. Oh, I like what you've done here today. Your Pugwudgie is a super Pugwudgie. You can tell by the S on his face. And it looks like he borrowed an earlier character's pants and belt. Your Pugwudgie is also shoed. Sean?
Dude, yeah, very good.
Beautiful.
He's cobbled?
Cobbled. He's cobbled, not hobbled. Beautiful, beautiful quills. I'm seeing the eye. That eye stares into my soul. I feel like if I move around the room, that eye is going to
watching.
follow me.
Yep.
And that's a runny nose?
Yeah.
He's sick. He's sick. He is sick. He is ill.
Mark Vision's truth. Sandra's commentary is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're all too kind. Well, you know what? I think that these participants on the couch are great because it is not easy to be vulnerable with your art.
It's also not easier describing what we're doing with our art. So, good job.
Bless you. Okay, are we
Frame this
ready?
guy. I like this guy.
No, that guy rocks.
Yeah, I like that one. That could go on
Okay.
a shirt.
Oh my.
So this one's a really hard one to pronounce. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
This is the Nguru Vilu. Nguru Vilu. He has a fox head, a snake body, and claws. I will say that again. Fox head, snake body, claws. You will find this creature by water beds. The Nguru Vilu. He hails from the indigenous peoples of Chile, the Mapuche mythology. So you might be wondering why they're near water. They cause whirlpools that kill people trying to cross that body of water. They trick
head
you
what?
into thinking
Snake
the
body?
water is shallow,
Okay.
and that's how they get you. Now, if you do have a Nguru Vilu problem in your area, it can be rectified if you have a shaman who is properly trained. They can capture the creature, and they basically threaten it with a knife and tell it to kick rocks. Yeah, I love foxes. Who doesn't love foxes? And I love snakes. Those are two of my favorite animals. Give it claws, put it in the water. You don't stand a goddamn chance. Put down your pens, please. Scott, do you have something you want to share with the class? Oh, very nice. Looking very nice. So your guy is kind of in repose, I would say. Very stoic face, lovely tufts of hair, very fox-like on the ears. And those are scales?
Those are scales.
Really nice. Caleb. Oh, you have put yours in the water. Bulbous nose. Oh, is that a rattle tail?
Yeah.
Like a rattlesnake?
Yeah.
Nice. Beautiful gleaming eye. And he is in the water. He is about to do a whirlpool.
Just about to.
Yeah.
About to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
get
like how
ready.
his mouth is closed. Yeah. Neill? Ooh, he's got a snout on him. So, classic
So then
Neill.
he's going to hell.
Yeah, he's going to hell. Classic Neill. It's got like 3 little pieces of hair, as all his creatures do. Now, this is very interesting. Neill also put a rattle on his tail.
I did.
Did you see Caleb's and copy it?
Did not.
No, this was just
I only had a minute. I'm
no.
laser focused.
And then I like his mouth is open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good job, Neill.
Thank you.
Scott? Do we have yours already?
Yeah.
I already forgot about it. Can I see it again?
Wow,
There it
that's
is.
forgettable. It's got little claws
Very nice
and
for
a
digging.
fox face.
That is definitely a fox face.
What does a fox say?
What does it? All right.
How many left? 2 left?
Yes.
3.
3 left.
2 left.
I do
2
not.
left.
Yeah, I do not have 3 pieces of paper, so we have 2 left.
No, we have 2 left. We do.
Make them count, guys.
Okay, what are we gonna do? We're gonna make this art count. Your art is speaking to the people, and we need them to feel this. Next up, we have the Tihu Ha Gua. This
That
creature.
sounds dirty.
It is not.
That sounds like something you say in replace of something else.
No. So
the
this
comments
guy
before.
has. Are you ready?
Yeah.
He has a lizard body, 7 heads.
Heads or hens?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I need to look at. Okay, 7 dog heads.
Whoa.
Lizard body, 7
more than
dog.
1
I'm
minute.
giving you a little more. Lizard body, 7 dog heads, eyes that shoot motherfucking fire,
Jeez.
shiny skin. Shiny skin.
7 dog
The
heads.
Tihu Hagua. Lizard body, 7 heads, eyes that shoot fire, Shiny skin. He is considered Lord of Caves and protector of fruit. When not eating fruit, his favorite food is honey. That might be something you want to add as an afterthought. Fruit, caves,
Busy
honey.
drawing fucking 7 heads.
I know.
Fruit,
Add honey.
caves, and honey. The Guarani people in the south central part of South America tell us about this creature, the Tehuahua.
5.
We will need 7 heads in order for this piece to be considered. We will not accept 6 heads. We will not accept 8 heads. We will not accept cat heads. We are absolutely going to need dog heads, lizard body, eyes that shoot fire. You could hear a pin drop in this room. That's how dialed in our artists are today. Pens down, please. I've given you ample time.
I don't know. Caleb has to go last.
Caleb's going to go
Caleb
last.
has to go last because
Okay.
that is dope.
Neill, why don't you go first?
Caleb did it. Oh, okay.
What you got there? Oh, nice. So that is a very lizardy body, multiple feet. The dog heads are very cute. They kind of look like beagles. I would say a beagle. And then, you know what's funny is in your notes, you drew that little dog today.
Yep.
And this is like, how did he know? How did he know? And that is the fire.
Yes.
They are very precious, and we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dog heads.
Yep.
Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Scott. Oh, sparkle, very Edward Cullen of you. So we see the lizard body. And those are little pieces of majesty, little sparkles on his body.
He says shiny
I
body.
like your dogs, but they kind of remind me of mice. I'm
Well,
seeing
that's just like your opinion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads, and eyes that shoot fire.
Fucking laser beams.
Fucking laser beams.
Laser
Laser
beams.
beams.
You had me at laser beams. Honestly, you should
Yeah.
have led with laser beams.
Fire, laser beam, it's interpretive. And then let's see Caleb's. This is very highly anticipated. Ooh, nice. Okay, so one thing that's kind of cool about Caleb's is his dogs look nearly identical till you get to the last one. So,
How do you know it's not the first one?
oh, true. So, I think
You either improved as you went or you did not.
part of what's cool about that dog head that doesn't look like the others is that it also kind of looks like a balloon because it just has like a squiggle. Really nice fire. I would say an inferno coming from the eyes, and you did not neglect the lizard's body. Very nice.
That fire is special.
The
I
fire
love
is
that
fire.
fire.
Yeah, fire is fire. So
Fire
we
is my
come to the
doodle.
end of our game. We have one more drawing
Oh, dear.
left. I'm really proud of what we've done here tonight. I say we end on a high note.
Okay.
Do it.
All right.
This is the boulette. Simply put, the boulette is a land shark. Maybe a cross between a snapping turtle and armadillo with infusions of demon ichor. A sharky head, claws, scaly body of thick, large plates. Sharky head, claws, scaly plated body. Think snapping turtle. Think armadillo with demon thrown in for good measure. I'm giving them a little extra time on this one too, because it is the last piece. Now you might be thinking, Sandra, I've never heard of a boulette. Where did you find such a creature? And I will tell you where I found such a creature. Dungeons and Dragons. This is a D&D monster. So what does this creature do? How does it get you in your adventuring party? They burrow beneath the soil and then pop out at their prey. The ultimate jump scare. I would imagine that the claws help dig into the earth for them to do that burrowing and attack. I didn't mention this, But I'm actually kind of hoping that one of our artists today perhaps draws the bullet as an infant, as a neonate, perhaps to show a vulnerable side of this misunderstood creature. Land shark. It's a land shark. It's a land shark. Snapping turtles are fucking cool. I love armadillos too. Scott seems very satisfied. Pens are down. We're gonna lay it all out on the line.
For all the marbles.
This is for all the marbles. Caleb? Oh. Could you read what's in the little bubble?
It says, wah!
Oh, because
It's
it's
an
a
infant.
baby. So you went hard shark. You went hard shark with the most adorable little feet I've ever seen. And then what's in front of him?
That's the beginning of water
That's the beginning of one.
because he's on land.
Well, and you know what? It's kind of like Shark Month, Shark Week, Sharknado, Land Shark. Thank you. Caleb, you understood the assignment. Neill? Oh, the ultimate fuck you. So this includes all of Neill's signatures. We get one. We get 2 middle fingers. We get a lovely tail. We get colossal feet. The signature Neill eye, and also the 3 sprigs of hair. I feel like he's even saying like, "Meh," which is a very like Neill sound to make. And God, he's big. I wouldn't want to meet that guy in a dark alley. Well, Daniel, this might be your magnum opus.
This is it.
Scott,
This is your in the mouth of madness.
oh my God, your bullet is filled with existential dread. He is clearly crying, an emotional land shark. I don't belong here, he says. I don't belong here. I like that his fins are stretched out as if searching for an embrace. It's interesting that you chose to not depict him with his claws. And I want to say he's wearing jorts.
Just his stubby little legs.
Just his stubby little legs.
I'd go with the jorts.
Could you hold that up one more time, please? I really want people at home to pause and look into the eyes of this creature.
They're dead eyes.
Yeah. It reminds me of Creep.
Black eyes.
Yeah, dead eyes, yeah.
Like a doll's eyes.
Yeah.
Miss Movie Laura Puff said Scott needs a hug, I think.
I think Scott was kind of maybe repressing something and bringing it out through his art today.
Oh, and also, hi, Space Face.
Hi, Space
Hi,
Face.
Space.
Space Face is a really good artist,
Yeah.
so this was probably painful to watch.
Probably.
But you guys did a great job. I cannot draw, and I think you all did a really, really good job. And one of these days, perhaps the turntable shall turn, and I shall be on the couch drawing.
Maybe, yeah.
But that day is not today.
Not yet, but thank you, Sandra, for
Not today, Couch. Not
giving
today.
us these.
Seriously, we should put these on Instagram and have people vote for what they want on a shirt, and
Okay.
like the top 2 get made into a shirt. Because
The shirt will cost
there is some
$200.
gold in this pile. There is some gold in this pile.
I mean, I can already tell you that I want a double flipping middle finger shark on my shirt.
Oh, yeah, land
Let's
shark.
hear it. Let's have a round of applause
hear
for
it.
our artists.
And for Sandra,
And for Sandra.
our commentator,
Yep.
very good job.
I have
Commentator
no idea
potato.
where the cap to this Sharpie went, so it's dead.
That's cool. That was only my favorite Sharpie, but it's fine.
Well,
There we have it, everyone.
good
Join
job.
us next time on The Cult Show when we will be having a fireside chat.
That's right. So for you in the chat, please get questions ready for us because we're going to answer your questions.
Probably.
Probably. In addition to
I
answer
mean,
some of our own.
The appropriate ones, anyway. But
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we will we'll be bringing up a few topics of discussion,
Yep.
and we'll be having a little fun and games.
We will.
Yeah. And no movie.
No, we're going to talk about all sorts of things,
Yeah.
including movies.
There you go.
You might have seen us before. We've done fireside chats. It's
been a while,
It's
but
been
yeah.
a while. We're bringing them back by popular demand.
There you go.
All right.
So other than that, 2 weeks from today, correct?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, Mindy.
7 o'clock Pacific
7
time.
p.m.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, go ahead.
No, nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
bye.
Roll it.
Oh no, roll it first. Credits, yay,
Thanks,
credits.
Haley.
We like credits.
Bye,
It's nice when
everybody.
someone actually tells you to start the credits.
True. Good job, Haley. Thank you.